Hello students, my name is Lohit Jindal and I'm back with the next session of NSCGS Mathematics. So today we are going to start with combinatorics, guys. Okay, alright. Before starting, let me introduce myself. My name is Lohit Jindal. I've done my BTech from IIT Bombay and I've been teaching mathematics for the last 8+ years, and I have been teaching for JEE Advanced, KVPY and pre-RMO, RMO, INMO and everything, right? So guys, now before starting the session, let me tell you इस session का purpose क्या है, like combinatorics. What is combinatorics first? Okay, this chapter deals with the counting principles. Okay, the ways to count. Okay, although you know some basic counting only, right? So कैसे किसी particular cases को हम count कर सकते हैं? This deals with that portion, right? So in this session, we'll see maybe some previous year NSCGS question. उसके थोड़े chances कम है because in this one we'll be covering the questions which are the basic ones for this one. Okay, because NSCGS में जो questions आते हैं they are more on the geometrical application side. Okay, so in this session the questions we are going to see will be basically the primary aspects or the primary concepts which are used for those questions. Okay, so इसका basically you can say it is a prerequisite to know these kind of questions और जो concepts हम use करेंगे for the actual questions that come in NSCGS. And also these will be the questions type of questions that are likely to come in NSCGS, such kind of questions. Okay, ठीक है, तो हम इन तरह के questions को हम देखेंगे, right? So alright guys, so be ready with your notebooks and pens. ठीक है, so do try to solve these questions alongside me, right? Although these questions don't have that much solving involved, ठीक है, तो हम देखते हैं. तो बहुत मजेदार क्वेश्चंस हैं. तो अच्छी बात क्या है इस टॉपिक के बारे में, we don't have to solve much, it's more of logical, and आपको सोच लिया अगर आपने सही से, you'll be able to solve it in a few lines, 2-3 lines, right? Okay, so let's start with this session guys. तो first question देखते हैं. Let's see, that's up here on the screen. Okay, we'll try to find multiple ways to solve a question, particular question also as well. Okay, जहाँ पे भी possible होगा I'll tell you. So guys, the question says find the number of even positive numbers which have 4 digits. So this is an easy one to start with. So हमें क्या बताना है? Even positive numbers. Okay, number of even positive numbers which have 4 digits. So 4 digit वाले even numbers हमें बताने हैं, positive के बारे में बताने हैं. So 4 digits. Okay, so guys, how to deal with such kind of questions? It's very easy actually. You draw 4 spaces for the 4 digits, right? हम 4 digit numbers की बात कर रहे हैं, so let's make 4 places out for them, right? So we'll solve this question first method using the fundamental principle of multiplication. Okay, so guys, okay, हमें बात करनी है even positive numbers की. So what digits could come at the last place so that it's a even number, right? So I have an option of 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. So these are 5 digits, right? 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. So let me write here. The options are 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. So basically in this way, how many options do I have for the last place? I have 5 options, right? Now let's say I placed one of the digits there. Now in the second last place, I will have 9 options. Sorry, 10 digits option, right? From 0 through 9, I will have 10 options. And before that again, I will have 10 options. Again 0 to 9. Now coming to the first place, I will have 9 options. That's the difference here. I'll have 9 options here. Because 0 place nahi kar sakte. I have the option from 1 through 9. So 9 options. So that's it. Now finding the answer, 9 into 5 is 4500 into 10. So guys, there should be 4500 numbers which are even positive numbers which have 4 digits, right? So according to this thing, B option should be our answer. Okay, so as I said, this is the first method. Okay, so with which we can do this question. So all right, I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay, now let's see the second method with which we can think about it very easily and logically. So guys, method 2. So it's very orally easily, right? See guys, 4 digit numbers. How many 4 digit numbers are there? So there are starting from 1000 to 9999, right? So how many numbers are there? There are 9000 numbers, right? These are 9000 numbers which are 4 digit numbers. And of course guys, इसमें से half will be even, half will be odd, right? Simple, because alternate चलता है, odd even. So 9000 total numbers divided by 2 will give you 4500 even digit numbers, and other 4500 will be odd, right? So without any much use of combinatorics knowledge, also general common logic से भी आप solve कर सकते हो by the method 2, right? So that is how easy this question is. Okay, so I hope this question is clear. Okay, so let's see the answer on the next slide. Of course it will be 4500, so this is the answer, right? 4500. So now let's move on to the next question. Okay, you can see the solution also, right? So in the 9 ways for the first place, 10 ways for the second, third place 10 ways, and the last place also for 5 ways, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so that is the solution. All right, so now let's move on to our next question. Now what does this question say? देखो guys, क्या बोल रहे हैं? Number of ways in which the letters of the word rainbow, this word has been given to you, right? Be arranged. Okay, these letters are only to be arranged such that N and B are together. Okay, so guys, देखो, you can consider it to be like Scrabble if you guys have seen the or played the game Scrabble, right? So basically you are having some letters, one each, so it's not like anything cannot be repeated in this particular case, because आपको इन्हीं 7 letters को arrange करना है. I think how many letters are there? R A I N 4 5 6 7. So 7 letters are there. You have to arrange them, okay, in such a way such that N and B are together. Okay, so how to understand that? So guys, क्या करते हैं actually? What you do is R A I N and B O and W. Total there are 7 letters. So to solve this thing, since we want N and B to be together, तो क्या करते हैं उनको? Let's tie them up or make a group of them. So N and B को हमने combine कर दिया और make a block together them. Okay, group them. So now, how many effective words or the objects do I have which I have to arrange? अब मेरे पास total distinct objects कितने हैं जिनको मुझे arrange करना है? Those are now 6, right? R A I group of N and B is to be considered as 1, 4, 5 and 6. So 6 objects हो गए हैं जिन्हें मुझे arrange करना है, right? So the number of ways to arrange these 6 things in 6 places will be 6 factorial, right? Because ये बहुत simple सा याद रख सकते हो guys, and also it comes from the fundamental principle of multiplication only. If you have 6 places, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For the first place you have 6 options. For the next place you'll have 5, then 4, then 3, then 2 and 1 options, which results into 6 factorial. Okay, so you can remember this as a result that if you have n objects and you have to arrange those n objects in n places, the number of ways would be n factorial, right? So just like that, 6 objects are there जिनको मुझे arrange करना है, and there are 6 places, so 6 factorial ways में आप arrange कर सकते हो. But यहाँ पे छोटा सा twist है. Out of those 6 places, one of the object is n and b, the group of n and b, right? So we are not arranging them. हमने उस ग्रुप के अंदर जहां पे भी वो आया ग्रुप, ठीक है, n और b वाला जो ग्रुप जहां पे भी प्लेस किया आपने, so there are actually 2 types of or 2 ways of arranging them among themselves also, n and b or bn format. So there are 2 ways to arrange them, right? So that's why I'll have to multiply it by 2, right? Because वो आपस में भी arrange हो सकते हैं other than the 6 factorial. So that should be our answer. 6 factorial, that is 720 into 2. Our answer should be 1440. So according to the options, that should be B option. ठीक है बच्चों? So in these cases, so you can make it a point that जहां पे भी कोई 2 particular चीजें या 2 या 2 से ज्यादा भी हो सकते थे, right? There would have been 3 letters also. अगर इकट्ठे होने चाहिए, if they have to be together always, then you can make them a bundle or a group, and then arrange the distinct objects, and if needed you have to arrange the objects among that group also, right? So that is how these kind of questions are to be dealt with. Okay, this is called grouping method or something, you can say that, block method also. So accordingly our answer should be 1440. Okay, so let's confirm this on the next slide. What should be the answer? Okay, so going forward, so yes, you can see that the answer is 1440, right? Okay, So let's move on, and you can see the solution here. That's again 6 factorial times 2 factorial, or 2. That's the same thing. Okay. All right. So moving on to the next question. Okay. All right, guys. So अब इसमें क्या दिया जा रहा है? Let's understand the question. The number of arrangements of the letters of the word papaya in which the two P's do not appear adjacently. अब उल्टा हो गया. In the previous question, we had two letters which have to occur simultaneously. मतलब इकट्ठे होने चाहिए थे, sorry, right? Which have to occur together. But in this case, there are two P's in this, right? Which should not appear adjacently. Okay. Although there might be multiple ways to solve this. Okay. But the best one, easiest method kya hoga? It will be rather easy to calculate it in this way, that we can find the total number of ways, okay, total number of arrangements minus wherever the two P's are together, है ना. अगर वो मैं सब cases को subtract कर दूं, I'll be left with the cases where the two P are not together, right, minus the cases where two P's are together, right. So guys, how many ways will be there? Total ways यहाँ पे देखते हैं. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 total there are 6 letters, but out of those 6, 3 letters which are the same are A and 2 letters are same are P. So the number of ways to arrange these 6 letters, okay, out of which 3 are same and 2 are same. So the number of ways will be 6 factorial divided by 3 factorial 2 factorial. So these 3 factorial and 2 factorial जो हमने divide किया है, that is due to the reason or due to the fact that there are 3 A's which are the same. क्योंकि फर्क नहीं पड़ता, वो A similar है, identical A's हैं वो, right? So I'll have to divide by 3 factorial due to those 3 A's, and 2 factorial से divide किया because of the 2 P's which are identical. Okay. Now minus the 2 P's are together. This makes our job easier. कैसे? So the 2 P's will make them a group again, right? Other than this, what do I have? A and a Y. So I have 5 unique letters because PP का तो group बन गया. The two P's will form a group, right? They have to occur adjacently. और इसमें मुझे further arrange भी नहीं करना पड़ेगा because they are identical, right? So now how will you arrange them? How many different letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The 5 letters are there. So 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial for the 3 A's. That's it. 2 P's के लिए divide नहीं करोगे because that's a single object in this case, right? So that's it. So this is what we need to calculate, guys. देखो. So 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 divided by 3 into 2 into 2 minus this will be 5 into 4, right? So guys, how it will cancel? 3 into 2 6, 6 will cancel 6, 2 will cancel 2. So our answer will be 5 into 4 into 3, that's 60 minus 20. So answer should be 40. So 40 letters or 40 arrangements will be there for this word papaya, so that the two P's do not occur adjacently or together, right? So the answer should be option A, right? I hope this method is clear. So this would be the easiest way in this particular case, okay? Otherwise, because you will have to make cases, many cases maybe, because अगर आप फिर क्या करोगे, you'll try to fit in one P or the other P, right? So it will take a multiple cases also, and it might make you make some mistake. The problem is there, okay? ऐसा नहीं है combinatorics में कि questions बहुत ज़्यादा difficult हो जाते हैं. Sometimes what happens is, sometimes a question requires making multiple cases, and problem lies in if you even miss one of the single case, आपका आंसर गलत आ जाएगा. So it's better always to make minimum cases or the most simplest way, okay, so that you don't make a mistake. All right. So guys, I hope this method is clear. Okay, this would make it easier to subtract the cases in which the two P are together. So A option is your answer, right? So guys, I hope सबको मजा आ रहा है, समझ में आ रहा है क्या चल रहा है, right? If not, so we are covering these kind of concepts in our NACGS sessions. So if you are interested, you can fill in the form given below in the description to enroll in our courses. Okay, so a new batch is also going to be launched, so you can try to register as soon as possible so that you don't get lagged behind. तो अभी भी late नहीं हुआ है, you can still start. Okay, so no harm in starting at any point of time. Okay, all right, so let's see our next question, guys. ठीक है, all right, next question. So how many 6-digit numbers are there in which no digit is repeated? First of all, कोई digit repeat नहीं हो रहा है, and even digits appear at even places. Okay, and odd digits appear at odd places, and the number is divisible by 4. So many different cases have been given, एक तरह से conditions basically. So 6 letters, let's say 6 digits, 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So guys, यहाँ पे मुझे एक चीज क्लियर होनी चाहिए. देखो, these places are odd. This is first, third and fifth, right? The rest of the places are said to be even places. Now the condition is given that odd places पे odd digits ही आने चाहिए and even places पे even आने चाहिए. And further the condition that the number has to be divisible by 4, which narrows it down very much, right? कैसे? Guys, if you consider the tables of 4, right? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 26, 28, 32. So observe some things, right, along the way, कि अगर last place even है and the previous term, उससे previous but number have to be odd, right? Then it's very much narrowed down, है ना? Then the numbers are only of the form maybe 12, 32, 52 and so on, or 16, 36, 56 and so on. So ideally there are only two possibilities for the last place. So you cannot place 0. अब 0 नहीं बोल सकते हो because last place अगर 0 है, then the numbers for the first place, second last place would be either 0 or 40 or 20, right? 2, 4, 6. तो even होना पड़ेगा odd place पे, वो होना नहीं चाहिए, right? Similarly, you cannot place 4 at the last place because उसके लिए भी second last place पे even number होना पड़ेगा to get it divisible by 4. Similarly, 8 can also be not be there, right? So finally, the possibility is that the last place has two options only, 2 or 6, right? अगर आप 2 या 6 डालते हो, then the previous term can be odd, previous digit can be odd only, okay, and odd ही होना पड़ेगा. Then it can be any odd, right? If it is 2 or 6, any number, then you put any odd number before that, the number will be divisible by 4, because to check the divisibility by 4 आपको सिर्फ last 2 digits देखने होते हैं. You might be wondering ना कि बाकी 4 digits की बात क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? Because to check a number to be divisible by 4, you only have to check the last 2 digits. So if this is 2 or 6, the last place would be any odd number out of 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9, right? Because देखो 12, 32, 52, 72, 92 all are divisible by 4, and 16, 36, 56, 76 and 96 all are divisible by 4, right? So now how many options do I have for the last place? 2 options. Accordingly, I can put any odd digit in the number in the place before that. That is 5 options, right? Now let's say these 2 digits have been placed now, right? Now how many options for the 4th place? यहाँ पे कितने options आएंगे? Now see, you cannot place the digit that has been placed in the last place, है ना? Because no digit has to be repeated. So यहाँ पे क्या होगा? You will have 4 options only, because out of the 5 even places, 5 even numbers, आपको एक digit आप already place कर चुके हो last place पे, so you will have 4 options left here, okay? And similarly यहाँ पे second place पे कितने options बचेंगे other than this? 3 options, right? Now similarly you have 5 options, आपके पास 5 options थे at the 5th place. Now in this place you will be left with 4 options, right? And accordingly in the first place you will be left with 3 options. So these are the numbers that I have to multiply to get the number of 6-digit numbers which are divisible by 4, and there are odd digits at odd places and even digits at even places. So let's multiply them. So you can say 5 into 2 is 10, simple, उसको अलग रखते हैं. Then this is 3 into 3, 9 into 16, so 144 into 10. So 1440 should be our answer, right? So 16 into 9 is 144 into 10, right? 1440 should be our answer. So A option should be our answer, right? So guys, I hope this is clear. देखो solve करने में तो एक लाइन में लिखा ना हमने, but the point of understanding और logic वो बहुत आगे चलता है, right? That has to go till advanced level. So आपको बहुत ध्यान से सोचना है, समझना है. So you need to know the number theory concept also in this, right? Okay. So I hope this is clear to everyone. तो समझ में आया सबको? Okay. And let's cross verify the answer. Yes, the answer is option A, right? And you can see the solution in this place also. So again, we made 6 places. See, so 2 options at the last place, 5 options at the second last place, then 4, 4, 3 and 3, just like we did, right? So this will be the most efficient way anyways. Okay, all right. Next, moving on to the next question. Let's see. Okay, all right, guys. Let's read the question. Number of ways in which 15 different books can be arranged on a shelf so that two particular books shall not be together. Okay, so this is just like the similar way जो हमने अभी किया था papaya जैसा question, right? So some two particular books shall not be together, right? कोई दो चीज books हैं specific out of those 15 which should not be together. So again, it would be much easier to do it this way, that the total ways without any restriction basically minus the two books are together. If I subtract those cases, okay, I'll get all the cases where the two particular books will not be together. Okay, so what are the total ways? Very easy, 15 different books. So the ways of arranging are 15 factorial. मैंने आज ही बताया है ना. Minus, now the two books are together, guys. Again, there are total 15 books. Out of those 15, आपने दो books को combine कर लिया. Again, you will use a block method, right? So two books are combined. Now how many different objects are formed basically? 13 different books and a group of two books. So 14 different objects. So उनका arrangement कैसे होगा? In 14 factorial ways. Now multiply again the two books that are arranged in a group. वो आपस में भी arrange हो सकते हैं, right? They can get arranged among themselves also in 2 factorial ways. So the two books are together. The number of ways would be 14 factorial times 2 factorial, right? Now let's solve this. क्या करेंगे? This 15 factorial can be written as 15 times 14 factorial minus 14 factorial times 2. So basically you can take 14 factorial common because we don't have to write the final answer, right? Options को देखो, factorial form में answer देना है. So that is 14 factorial you can take common. You'll have 15 minus 2. So your answer should be 13 times 14 factorial. Okay, this is what your answer should look like. Okay, options देखते हैं. Okay, so B option matches your description, right? So जो option हमने find किया, that matches with the B option. So I hope it is clear. ठीक है? So from the total number of ways, we'll subtract the cases when they are together. Because guys, actually पता क्या है? मतलब दोनों बुक साथ में ना हो, उसको solve करना भी कर सकते हो. But I think this approach will be much easier in which you are not using any extra or different concept, right? Although there are methods to find the cases directly also in which the two books shall not be together. Okay. Okay, but we can skip it for now because this question is particularly doable with the factorial notation only. Okay, all right. I hope this thing is clear. Okay, you guys are understanding this. Okay, so the answer is B option, 13 times 14 factorial, and you can check the solution also. Check out the solution, right? So 13 times 14 factorial. All right, all right. So I hope this session you understood everything in this session. Okay, so guys, as I told you, we are launching a new NSCGS batch. So the link is given in the description. You can fill in the form and you will be enrolled accordingly in the batch. Okay, so abhi bhi 3 months hai, specifically August, September, October, at least 3 months you have, because the exams generally doesn't take place before November, right? So 3 months at least you have till with you. So agar aap abhi bhi करना चाहते हो preparation, it's not too late. You can still start. There are 3 months left. So if you put in your all, it's still possible to crack NSCGS. Okay. So the link has been given in the description. Okay. You can go there and enroll, fill in the form to enroll in our course. Okay. All right, guys. So I hope this is clear. Okay. And guys, please, you can subscribe to our social media handles on the Vedantu Olympiad School on Instagram, Facebook, and Telegram also. Like YouTube पे भी आप subscribe करो so that you get all the latest information on the batches also and about the exams also. Okay. All right, guys. So thank you, everyone. I hope everybody understood the concepts well. Okay. And as I told you, we are covering all the theory also